Am I live? Good morning. Let me be the first one to say it's a bear market. All right. So Friday sucker rallies into Monday morning gap downs. That's a bear market. So what's going to happen now is the tag whales the found, right? What is that saying? The dog wagged the boof and the tail something or other about the dog. So what's going to happen now is that now the market's going down. There'll be talk about recessions. Watch, I said this about 2.5 weeks ago, right? The narrative changes, right? I explained the oil tanker of momentum. The oil tanker of momentum now is going the other way. It's going to be very hard to break it, right? Nobody wants to instill panic. Remember, we were the first ones to panic, and it wasn't a panic. I said the bull market's over, right? It's over. First time we saw late day selling, China stocks rallying, VIX products going up and trending higher. Late day selling is institutional selling. Late day selling, rallies that give it up, earnings that don't hold their gaps. So all the signs were there, right? So now the media never tells you to sell, right? Everything's okay, right? Hey, this is some mild selling. This is what the market needed. That's how the conversation starts. Then, oh my God, maybe we should have been selling some. Oh my God. So then remember this, none of the panic has set in yet. This is not even fear. Is a maybe hint of fear because we've been so complacent and used to the market never going down. And inevitably, we'll be back at all-time highs, right? Let's not be foolish now. And I'm gonna say that every day. That's the difference between me now and the difference between me when I've been short for the last 30 years. I'm never ever going to stay short. I'm never going to entertain the idea that we're not going to hit all-time highs. But right now I've been selling calls above those highs and collecting premium. So far, so good, and shorting the market on every rollover. That's the trend right now. It's not going to last, right? But right now it's fantastic. It's the most fantastic 3 weeks of trading in the history of trading. And that's not just because the market's been going down. The volatility underneath the hood is fantastic because you're getting the dips and the rips and the rolls and then the rips and then the rips, then the dips and the faux show bros. So you're getting everything you need to trade 5 times a day. Every day is like 5 times a day. If you understand what I'm saying, you'll get the opening session, and you'll get 10 o'clock till 11 o'clock is a different session. And then you'll get the attempt to rally moment where that's for about an hour and a half. And then the rally stalls and it rolls over and that gets bought and that dip gets bought and we rally into the close, or we have the opposite of that. And all of it's telegraphed by the chart patterns that replicate themselves because I am the universe's number one pattern recognition trader. Let's not forget. So pattern recognition meets VWAP, meets price. There isn't anything else the stock could do. And it takes away from everything else that you need to know, right? It's not about the economy, stupid, right? It's the best economy ever, right? So supposedly, right? The numbers, doesn't matter. None of that matters, right? You're starting to see it now, right? I've been trying to tell you for years. None of this matters. None of it matters. The market's going to do what it wants to do when it's doing what it's doing, right? So no matter what you throw at it right now, it's going down, right? Jobs number, it doesn't matter. Economic data doesn't matter. Inflation, stagflation doesn't matter. We're going down now, right? So the narrative has to change, right? We have to get bearish. We haven't even got to the bearish start stage, right? So this is just a fart in the wind, regular correction, and it always starts the same. Oh, it's just a correction, blah 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 blah, and then suddenly it becomes something different. It's the same thing, right? So then the fear of it not being just a regular correction creeps in, and then we go down. Then residual sellers show up, right? And then here we are. So the everything's all right becomes, hey, maybe I should be selling. Hey, maybe I should selling becomes the panic. The panic becomes the capitulation. The capitulation becomes, oh my God, are we ever going to go up? And that's the moment we turn. As soon as we think that this time is different, that it's not going to come back, that's when it comes back. And did you just say, hey, maybe this time is different? No, it'll never be different. They'll do whatever they have to do. They'll move the things around. They'll cross the T's, dot the I's, move some money around, and start the algorithm back to the upside. And it'll start going up, and you'll be like, I can't believe the market's rallying. I can't believe all these stocks were down here. I can't believe all these stocks were down here just 3 months ago. Oh my God, I can't believe I didn't buy these stocks. Right? It'll be the same thing. It'll be the same thing. Or none of that matters, and you just trade, right? Because this has been the best trading ever. Now that we don't have to worry about portfolios or call spreads or any of that stuff, right? And one trade that was good was if they rally the market into Friday's closed, short it, hold it over the weekend, cover on the gap down. So here we are. All right. Hope that was your trade. And if you're not watching these videos, I'm on Instagram, Kenny Glick Trades. Just Google it on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm doing 15-second, 30-second videos, whatever it is. I'm all over the place. Help my media presence. So again, don't let them breathe. Crush it at the open. Market will capitulate intraday. We haven't seen true capitulation. If you're thinking about where to buy for like long term, who cares? I don't care about long term. Short term, I want Carvana at 0. That's what I want. I want to see this company. I want to see the stock at 0 this time, all the way from $311 to 0. Because it's over, Johnny. It's over. Enough with this nonsense, right? And if Palantir doesn't go back to 120 this year, oh, it'll be back. Who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your portfolio, right? Nobody cares about who the president is. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about anything when you're a trader. Nobody cares. You just trade price and make a living, beyond a living these last 15 days. Or the morons on Instagram say, oh, you're going to get rich. Or if you would have bought what I told you last week, you would have been rich. No, nobody's getting rich. Nobody's getting rich on putting a $200 bet on a stock, even if you go 10x, right? You got a $200 bet on a stock goes 10x. What do you got? You got $2,000. Anybody feeling rich with $2,000 in your pocket? No. People who say you're getting rich as a trader are lying to you, and those are the people you point your finger and ridicule them. And I'll give you a list of those people because I'm going to come for all of them. I want to own these TikTok morons that keep talking about getting rich from trading. Nobody's getting rich unless you're rich already. You got 40 grand to put on an option play at the end of the day and it goes 10x. Yeah, okay, but you have to have the 40 grand first. And nobody's putting 40 grand on a long shot going into the end of the day on some options. I mean, you could. Anyway, good luck. You guys know where I am. And hopefully you guys were, hanging out with me 3 weeks ago when I called the top of the market. Again, just like the Cathie Wood top, I hate the fact that I'm agreeing with Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs said the market will probably struggle over the next 2 to 3 years, expecting only 3 to 5% returns. I hate the fact that I'm agreeing with them. They put the study out there about 6 months ago. I laughed at first, and now I'm agreeing with them. I do believe we're not going to have the 20% year this year. How many years are we in a row can we go up 20%? Really, that's an anomaly also. Go back to the old days when the action market went down for a couple of years, or 2%, 5%. Because even if the market goes up or down 2% underneath, like these last 15 days, the last 15 days have been the best trading I've seen in 30 years. So may it stay like this for all of eternity and go nowhere. All right. Good luck. And most of your stocks are going to 0.